High above the clouds, Mount Everest beckons. It's a siren song for climbers, a challenge whispered on the wind. The tallest point on Earth, a place where the sky seems close enough to touch. Many dream of standing on its summit, but few will ever dare to try. Everest is not for the faint of heart. The air grows thin with each step, a suffocating blanket that can steal your breath and cloud your judgment. Temperatures plummet far below freezing, threatening to turn limbs to ice. Avalanches roar down the slopes, hungry for anything in their path. And then there's the mountain itself, a treacherous maze of ice and rock, waiting to trip up the unwary. It's a place where one wrong step can be your last. Two main routes lead to Everest's peak, the South Col and the North Ridge. The South Col, originating in Nepal, is often called the easier route. But easier is a relative term on Everest. It's a treacherous climb through the Khumbu icefall, a constantly shifting maze of ice towers and deep crevasses. Climbers use ladders and ropes to navigate this dangerous section, always wary of the ice that could crumble beneath their feet. The North Ridge, starting from Tibet, is longer and more technically demanding. It's a test of endurance and skill, pushing climbers to their absolute limits. The air is thinner on this side, making every step a struggle for breath. The winds howl fiercely, threatening to rip climbers from the mountain's embrace. But for some, the challenge is part of the allure. Section 5. The perilous death zone, where the air runs thin. Above 8,000 meters or 26,247 feet, lies the death zone. Here the air is so thin that the human body begins to die. Every breath is a struggle and every movement is an immense effort. The mind can play tricks in this thin air. Hallucinations are common. Judgment becomes impaired and simple tasks feel impossible. It's in this unforgiving realm that climbers face their greatest test. Section 6. Preparation, the key to success and survival. Reaching the summit of Everest requires more than just physical strength. It is a journey that tests the limits of human endurance and spirit. Climbers must be prepared to face extreme weather conditions, unpredictable avalanches, and the ever-present risk of altitude sickness. It demands meticulous planning, specialized equipment, and years of training. Every piece of gear, from the crampons to the ice axes, must be carefully selected and tested. The climbers spend countless hours packing and organizing their gear, ensuring that nothing is left to chance. Climbers spend months acclimatizing to the altitude, pushing their bodies to adapt to the thin air. They hike on high-altitude trails, gradually increasing their elevation to allow their bodies to produce more red blood cells. This process is crucial for their survival in the thin air of the higher altitudes. They practice their climbing techniques on smaller mountains, honing their skills for the ultimate challenge. These practice climbs help them to perfect their techniques, build their confidence, and prepare them for the grueling ascent of Everest. They learn to use supplemental oxygen, a lifeline in the death zone. The death zone, located above 8,000 meters, is where the oxygen levels are so low that the human body cannot survive for long without supplemental oxygen. Mastering the use of this equipment is essential for their success and survival, and they prepare mentally for the hardships that lie ahead. Mental preparation is just as important as physical training. Climbers must be ready to face the isolation, the fear, and the constant pressure of the climb. They meditate, reflect, and build their mental resilience to ensure they can handle the psychological challenges of the ascent. Strategic planning is another critical aspect of their preparation. Climbers study maps and weather forecasts, discussing the best routes and strategies to reach the summit. They must be ready to adapt their plans based on the ever-changing conditions of the mountain. Building a strong team dynamic is also essential. Climbers bond over meals, share stories, and support each other through the tough times. A cohesive team can make the difference between success and failure on the mountain. Many climbers also seek spiritual preparation. They receive blessings from local monks and participate in traditional rituals, seeking protection and guidance for their journey. This spiritual aspect adds another layer of preparation, helping them to feel connected and supported as they face the mountain. With all these preparations in place, climbers set off at dawn, their hearts filled with determination and hope. The journey to the summit of Everest is not just a physical challenge, but a testament to the human spirit and the power of preparation. Section 7. Triumph and Tragedy on the Slopes of Everest. Everest's history is filled with tales of both triumph and tragedy, stories of incredible courage and determination, of climbers who defied the odds to reach the top of the world. But it's also a story of loss and heartbreak, of lives cut short by the mountain's unforgiving nature. Each climber who attempts Everest knows the risks. They've seen the memorials, heard the stories, but still, they climb. Section 8. The Allure of Everest. Why do they climb? Why do they do it? What drives these individuals to face such extreme conditions, to endure the biting cold, the thin air, and the ever-present danger? Why risk everything for a few moments on top of the world? The reasons are as varied as the climbers themselves. The answer is different for everyone. For some, it's about the thrill of adventure, the call of the unknown, and the desire to explore places where few have ever set foot. Some are driven by a thirst for adventure, a longing to experience the raw, untamed beauty of nature in its most extreme form. They seek the adrenaline rush that comes with conquering the seemingly unconquerable, a desire to push the limits of human endurance. These climbers are constantly testing their physical and mental boundaries, striving to see how far they can go, how much they can endure. Others seek the solitude of the mountains, a chance to escape the noise and chaos of everyday life. In the vast silent expanses of the high peaks, they find a sense of peace and clarity that is hard to come by in the modern world, a chance to escape the noise and chaos of everyday life. For these climbers, the mountains are a sanctuary, a place where they can reconnect with themselves and the natural world. And some are drawn by the sheer magnitude of the challenge, the allure of pitting themselves against one of the most formidable opponents on Earth. They are driven by a deep-seated need to prove themselves, to show that they have what it takes to conquer the highest peaks, the chance to test themselves against the most formidable opponent on Earth. For these climbers, reaching the summit is not just a physical achievement, but a testament to their determination, resilience, and indomitable spirit. Ultimately, the reasons for climbing are deeply personal and often complex. But whether they climb for adventure, solitude, or the challenge, all climbers share a common bond, a profound respect for the mountains, and a relentless drive to reach new heights. Section 9. A Mountain of Dreams, a Test of Human Spirit. Mount Everest stands as a testament to the power of the human spirit. Rising majestically above the clouds, it is the highest point on Earth, a beacon that has called to adventurers and dreamers for generations. The allure of Everest is not just in its height, but in the challenge it presents. Each step taken on its slopes is a step into the unknown, a test of endurance, willpower, and sheer determination. It's a reminder that we are capable of extraordinary things, of reaching heights we once thought impossible. The summit of Everest is more than just a physical location. It is a symbol of human achievement, a place where dreams are realized and limits are shattered. The journey to the top is fraught with peril, but it is also filled with moments of unparalleled beauty and triumph, of pushing beyond our perceived limits. The mountain challenges every climber to dig deep within themselves, to find strength they never knew they had. The harsh conditions, the thin air, and the treacherous terrain all conspire to test the mettle of those who dare to ascend. Yet, it is in these moments of struggle that the true spirit of the climber is revealed, and achieving the seemingly impossible. Reaching the summit of Everest is a feat that few can claim, but those who do are forever changed. The view from the top is a reward like no other, a panorama of the world that stretches out in all directions. It is a moment of pure elation, a testament to the power of perseverance and the indomitable human spirit. But it is also a stark reminder of the fragility of life, of the thin line between success and disaster. The mountain has claimed many lives, and each ascent is a sobering reminder of the risks involved. The memorials scattered along the route are a testament to those who have perished in pursuit of their dreams, a poignant reminder of the cost of ambition, of the power of nature which can be both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The weather on Everest is unpredictable and can change in an instant, turning a clear day into a deadly storm. Avalanches, crevasses, and blizzards are constant threats, and climbers must always be vigilant, respecting the mountain's immense power, and the importance of respect for the mountains. Climbing Everest is not just about conquering a peak, it is about understanding and respecting the natural world. The mountain demands humility and reverence, and those who approach it with arrogance often pay the price. It is a place where the human spirit is tested, and where respect for nature is paramount. It's a place of dreams and dangers, of triumph and tragedy, where the line between success and failure is razor thin. Each climber who sets foot on Everest does so with the knowledge that they are entering a realm where the stakes are incredibly high. The mountain has a way of revealing the true character of those who dare to challenge it, forever etched in the annals of human history. The stories of those who have climbed Everest are tales of courage, determination, and the relentless pursuit of dreams. From the early pioneers to the modern-day adventurers, each ascent adds a new chapter to the mountain's storied history. Everest is more than just a mountain, it is a symbol of the human spirit's unyielding quest for greatness.